Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and maybe even good night. Welcome back to my no jump challenge for Rayman Legends. If you enjoyed the last video and you're here for part 2, thank you so much for being just coming back. Thank you so much for coming back. We have some amazing things planned for this video. I noticed that at the end of the last video I started complaining a lot. It was more of just yapping and annoyance, you know what I'm saying? But things are different now. We are back. We are happy. It is time to turn up. Um, so please enjoy the rest of the video and give me your thoughts, comments, likes, and let's get back into it. Alright, so continuing back from where we last left off when I hit y'all with that nice to be continued cliffhanger, we're on to this stage. We got the first 10 and now we're playing some soccer. This is a really easy king queen section. Like I just one hit and I just got, I wouldn't say lucky, I feel like it was guaranteed. This section right here, a little difficult, took me a few tries, but I ended up getting it. It wasn't too bad. I just like found a little trick sliding up the ramp. Don't even know how that was possible, but I did it. It was the speed. It was the speed. I ran up the slid. Right here, I kind of got lucky. I thought I had to jump over it, but I had an extra heart, so I used that to my advantage. And then I got the next guy. That little section was difficult. Man, I love being tiny, bro. Just being able to go upwards is so good. Oh, here was another part that actually like had me a little confused. I still don't even know how I made it up, because I promise you, every time I tried it before, it didn't let me go up. Like I would be able to touch the wall, but anytime I tried to go up, it would stop me. But either way, I still got it. I'm still in. But easy king, easy queen. Next two little dudes, and the third one. And now this section. So this section was only really difficult because for some reason, every time I went up, if you press up and forward fast enough, like right there, it's sped up, so it's probably really hard to see, but every time you go up and forward, it'll just read as one input, and then you go up the tiniest bit and get sent forward. It was killing me a lot, and everything on this stage was really tight too. So it was like really difficult. But I just showed the completed attempt, so you're not here for like a super long time. But now on to the next stage. This stage was pretty simple, pretty easy. And what is it? This is like one of the chase stages. So hold on. Now, I know what I said at the beginning of the video, but this guy deserves it. I tried over and over and over. This guy right here was the sole reason of why the challenge was held up. Look, these are the issues that you have to deal with. It's not too bad, right? But he is quick, so fast. So it's just a really tight timer. Right now I'm showing you like a bunch of the attempts that I had. I kept messing up at just the first section alone, and then the second jump, which is not too bad, but it's very tight because this man is so quick. So let me show you some like just a picture of the other issues. We got that section, we got a little jump, and then we have another section too. That's like another wall jump section. All these parts are really bad, and this one right here is the worst, but I figured something out for it. So abusing how spawns work with like multiplayer, I've realized, right, with the theories, that climbing up the wall with my traditional strategy would be too slow. I have to float to pop the bubble in order for me to even keep getting height or even move forward. So I decided, wait a minute, there has to be a way to spawn in that's not in bubble. As you can see there, when I first spawned in player 2, the person was not in a bubble. But then, as soon as I respawned them afterwards, they are in a bubble. So I was like, wait a minute, how do I change this? And I was like, It's based off the first spawn. When they spawn in for the first time, they'll be normal. And then when they die and respawn, they'll be a bubble. Look at how player 3 spawns in. Player 3 spawns in, but they're not a bubble. So I said, okay, I should be able to use this to my advantage, right? I tried it out a few times, but then I realized, oh shoot, they're not spawning on player 1. And I was like, why aren't they spawning on player 1? It's because player 1 is in front. The game sucks, so they won't spawn you in on whoever's in front. They'll only spawn you in on whoever's behind the leading player. So in that, what that means is, regardless of height, if I'm in the back, the next person to spawn in will be that the person in the back. And that was the theory, and that was the way I was going to pull it off. So I said, okay, let me try this. Now I'm not going to tell you how many attempts it took, but I will show you the successful attempt. It is sped up, so you don't have to sit through too much of it, but I get past the first jump. I have to I have to do the pause trick so that I can get past the second one, right? Then I get past the second jump, and then you'll even get to see the little section after this. Like, I didn't show it, but I have to go through, bounce, and now here we go. I'm just look at it, right? So first the ground pound, right? Then after I unpause and spawn myself in, I hit myself up. I freeze with the camera so I can switch remotes, and then I get ready to spawn in the third player, and then I spawned in the third player. Completed the jump. Absolutely amazing. Now, it was sped up, and I do have to say, unfortunately, I did not properly execute the trick. Because the game sucks, it made me jump up the ledge instead of climbing up the ledge. But, hey man, can't do nothing. This next section was kind of the same way, but I can't make that wall jump. There was no possible way that I could make it. But the game is absolutely amazing. I take back maybe like 2 comments that I made. They gave me the most generous checkpoint of all time. I was at the bottom and they put me at the top. Absolutely beautiful. And now this is actually this is it. This is game over. There's nothing I can say about this. You have to jump. Unfortunately, the game is not possible jumpless. In this clip specifically, I jumped multiple times, but right here I could have ground pounded, but the wall jumps is not possible, and even this little ending section right after I get past this, it's just not possible. Like I said earlier, the big guy is fast, and through my countless attempts, unfortunately, we have to add 5 jumps to the tally. I tried my hardest, bruh. It was not anything that I could have done. This is actually what held the challenge back from being posted so quickly. Like, I was really grinding this. Like, you don't understand. It was multiple days of me truly attempting to try and beat that section without jumping. Then sometime last week I had the theory, and then I pulled it off. I didn't even pull it off. I had to see it in frame by frame, but it's possible. It definitely is. And then it's getting past it. There's nothing you can do. So unfortunately, can't be beaten jumpless. But now we're turning it into a minimalist challenge. Yay, whoopee, woohoo, yay! Yeah, but we're gonna see how many jumps it takes minimum to complete it. It sucks that we have to change it to this. Like, I truly, like, you don't know how crushed I was. Like, this junk had me stressing, right? By the way, this boss was very easy. It took me a good amount of attempts, like this little 2-piece section, right? Not 2-piece, part 2. It was just annoying. But anyways, you don't understand. Like, I was type stressing. I was trying my hardest to make sure that it was possible. But unfortunately, there is nothing that I can do about it. So, let me go back to commentating the actual game. And I guess we just gotta deal with it. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Now, even the last section kind of messed me up a little bit. It wasn't too crazy, but it was just like, I wasn't ready for it. It's been so long since I played Rayman, so like the bosses just mix me every time. And I was like, oh, I could probably cheese it just sitting on the side. So I did that. I stayed right on the left side. Even when the thing, yeah, look, I almost died. But then I was like, no, I'm good. I'm literally good over here. There's nothing that they could do. And then on the third section, I just floated at the bottom. So easy. Anyways, for the third world, knowing that it's a water world, right? The whole thing was really easy. Well, I'd assume that was gonna be really easy. Like I'm gonna skip level one just because of how simple it was. But like the whole thing, I didn't really think it was gonna be too bad. Level one was pretty simple. Level two was pretty simple. It actually had only one section that had me like like after the green giant situation, everything in this game started sucking. But I already said I'm not gonna complain, right? 'Cause, like last video, I just complained at the end. Like I was kind of after I watched it back, I was like, damn, this junk kind of sucks. It turned from a nice calm video into a rant about how bad the game is and just me sucking at it. But anyways, back to it. This was the section in the stage that was like really difficult. Like I thought it wasn't gonna be that bad, right? But I have to do my little strategy to keep going up. You know, disconnect, reconnect, and then there's the one that I did in the that one stage with the food and the escalator. So I have to keep doing it while in the air. Gladly, I only had to do it one extra time here. I believe it's this point right here after I unpause. I only got to hit myself up once, and I think the laser still shoots me, but it sends me at an angle that it gets me onto the platform, so I'm still able to continue. Yeah. Then I get the last 10, and then bam, stage completed. Absolutely amazing. Now, this is actually like my favorite stage. Doing it normally, obviously, right? But like, this is the only hard section in it. Everything else is pretty simple. Even the little laser section at the end, I just kind of abused invincibility frames. But I'm just gonna show, like, I'm kind of a master at the trick now. Like, I do it all over the place. That's how much I had to do it. It was kind of insane. And now finishing up the King Queen section. Then we get the last few tens, the last King Queen section, easiest one in the game. And then, bam, finished again. So now entering the next stage, we are immediately unfortunate to where we have to do the trick again. I'm skipping past the pauses, but absolutely like bruh, this game loves wall jumping. Like bruh, I know I'm not supposed to do the game without jumping, but like come on, let me run up the wall or amen, whatever. Let's continue on. The king and queen part, I was able to cheese it just by using the little pause trick, so that's what I did. It was really easy, really simple. Loved it. Not really loved it, but hey man, it was really easy. I love having easy things, man. Like this whole, like the water stage actually threw me for a loop. Not water stage, but the water stage is. I truly thought it was gonna be like an easy ride all the way to the finish, but they hit me with some pretty tough individuals. I think next up, this one actually is the oh no, it's not this one. It's the stage after this one. The chase stage. Oh my goodness. First, I didn't even realize that like every level had chase stages, but not every level, every world had chase stages, even though it's like I did them. I should know. But it's like I didn't realize it at first, but now I do understand. Every world has a chase stage, and each one gets harder, bruh. And this one, man. No, my bad. Sorry, it's not even just a chase stage. There's two types. There's the chase this guy, the 10. You chase the 10, and then once you chase him, then you do the chase stage where you're being chased, and then you go to the boss. And that, oh my goodness. Now it's the chase stage. So this first section, so easy, so simple. loved this guy. I was like, man, this world was so easy. I was like, man, I can't believe it. This world is mad easy, bro. I could do this whole thing. This wasn't even no jump. I didn't have no challenge, right? That heart is so useful. Yeah, no challenge. Then I get to this part. This is where we meet op number 2. Op number 2 is the stage. It was that bad. It's really just this little thing that's the issue. And the main thing is just because of the dragon or whatever that thing is because he was very fast and his mouth is a huge hitbox. So I had to find a trick again to even avoid it. I abused invincibility frames and spawned in my teammate as the thing went by. And then for this section, I had to ask my sister because it was humanly impossible to do it alone. And then I get up onto the platform. You can rest here. If you go past that little point, then it's GG's. But I was able to do it. Absolutely amazing. And the next section, you're about to see it. I just have it in one full clip, but this took me so many tries. This pipe would sometimes just drop me full speed. This guy, like, I have to spin here and then roll. Sometimes I fell too short. I got a ground pound there. I'm doing so much. You don't understand. This chick is crazy. But, hey, man, we doing it. We figuring it out. We got to do it with as little jumps as possible. And bam, we made it in. And now, home free. Junk was throwing me for a loop, bro. I'm telling you. The water world, not as easy as I thought. And this isn't even, we're not even done yet. We gotta do the boss next. Oh, you guys ready for the boss? I wasn't. I was. It was like a 50-50. I actually had to find a workaround. Not a workaround, but remember the, in the first video, even if you don't, I'm about to tell you right now, in boss stages, they make it so you can't hit your teammate. Just so it's like you don't troll or mess them up while you're trying to fight the boss. The workaround is when your teammate is in a bubble, you can still hit them. I did mistake jump, but it really didn't amount to anything. But you can still hit them, and it can still give you height. So that'll cause you success. Oh man, for this section, the boss, I have no idea how I pulled it off. So the background falls, and if you get to a certain section, it'll fall, and you won't be able to get enough height. I just showed you the successful attempt. I have no idea how I pulled it off. I think it has something to do with my teammate grabbing the ledge. But regardless, we did it, bruh. Absolutely amazing. And then this one, they gave me these cheeky little dudes, these niggas, they gave me the ability to hit my teammate again. I don't know why they'd give it to you here, but they did. And I can get past the thing. I thought it was over for this part because you have to wall jump that section, but nope, we in there. And then we go past the little this part. I was so happy. I was like, more water, but then I was holding on a chain and I got scared. I was like, oh no, is it over? But you can get off of this chain. There was another chain at some other point, I forgot where. It may be later down, I may be spoiling it, but you literally can't get off the chain. But anyways, we beat the boss, and now time for the final world. These shields also suck. I don't know why, but you can't hit your teammates on the shield. Now that one, I don't have an explanation for. That's just dumb. But like I said, the workaround with your teammate in a bubble, it just works, so... We do be finding the workarounds. We do be figuring it out. Now that we gotta finish the little king and queen section. This one's pretty simple. Like the blocks did kind of. I wanted to run here. Like I wanted to run up the wall because like I ran up the left wall. It was pretty steep, but then I just gave in and used my teammate. Next king and queen section. Honestly, I'm really glad that like. The start of the worlds are really easy, you know, because having something impossible on level 1 would probably make me so sad, you know. Like I've seen a bunch of people do a bunch of different like jumpless challenges, and I'm just gonna use one for example, like Kirby. I'm not gonna say the person because I watched a lot and I'm not talking about a specific video, but one of like some of the old Kirby games, if you try and do a jumpless, you lose level 1. And it's like, damn, what were you supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm glad that this was like I can actually do something, you know? A lot of games, a good amount of games don't do that. Like even Sonic, Mario you could. I don't know. It's a good amount. It's a bunch of games. But it's like I'm glad that it started off easy. Like this was a really overall really fun challenge. I wouldn't recommend it because this junk. Actually, you know what? I'd probably recommend it. It wasn't too bad. You can get if you work with your friend, it'd be super fun. Super fun to an extent. Like this junk is dragging, and if they not ready to assist, it'd be over. But anyways, next stage. Unfortunately, it's not really next stage, but we kind of have to skip two stages. So I didn't record it, but the two stages that were prior to this one were impossible. I didn't complete the stages because the other ones were unlocked, so I just continued on. But unfortunately, those other stages were impossible. So now we're just doing whatever's ahead of that. So we're two stages in. We're doing this is the king and queen section. I don't even know how I got hit there. It looked like it wasn't supposed to hit, but hey man, stuff just be happening. It's Rayman. This game sucks. No, it's a good game. I love it. It's a good game. I love it. But doing it with no jumps? Hell no. Junk is not. Man, I could tell you this is probably like top 10 worst experiences. No, it's not that bad, but it is a pretty hefty task. So I'm glad that I was the first one to do it. You know, like maybe someone else has attempted it, right? Like maybe it's somewhere out there on YouTube, but I was the first one to get it recorded in parts, of course, and posted up for the niggas. But anyways, time for the next stage. Damn, I said that a little too early. Like it's about to be here right now. Yeah, now time for the next stage. And the next stage is the absolute worst stage of all of the game. Oh my goodness. Introducing op number 3. It's really the stage. I don't know who decided that these things have to happen. I understand it's a chase level, ledges make sense, and the burnt trees. But it's really this part right here. This part pops up so many times in the last like 2 or 3 stages, and you cannot do a thing. It's as I demonstrate here. There is literally nothing you can do once this section pops up. I did my little avoid strategy, but guess what? I couldn't hit myself upwards. I'm confused at this point. I'm like, what? Why can't I hit myself up? I'm like, oh shoot, maybe it's because it's angled? No, I can't hit myself at all. So I'm like, okay, let me see. Maybe it's just that section, right? I back up, right? Still can't hit myself. I go back even more. Guess what? I can hit my all. I know what I said. I apologize. I can't do this. I can't do this. Anyways, another jump, unfortunately. And I sold myself here. I lost my heart. And then this section was pretty bad too. I'm showing the points where I can get through. If I ground pound at a certain point, I can get by right here. And if I had the heart, I would have been able to definitely grab the hook and then get across. Now, I do still have to jump, unfortunately, but it would have saved a jump. So we're just gonna go based off of that. So I'd only say one jump here, because look, if I don't jump and I just get past, I'll fall. I'll hit that thing. I have to jump there. So I'm only gonna count it for one jump because I can make it without. But here, you see, I could fall, and then I have to ground pound to get past, and I could just barely make it. But I could keep getting the speed. So now this is my successful attempt. It's looking like a normal playthrough. I just jumped through the whole thing. But it's just like, you know, I don't want to waste time. Then this section with these guys, I have to jump here. And then I gotta jump on the ledges like I mentioned in the My Ops thing, and it's completed. Well, time for a short break from our regularly scheduled programs, it's time to gamble. Let's go. Scratch tickets, time to turn up. We unfortunately we cannot continue because we do not have enough tens. Right now we have like maybe 236. I'm not too sure the number, but I did this to get the back to origins paintings so that I can get a little bit more. I have 3 unlocked right now, so I'll be doing those in a second. But gambling. Let's go gambling. So to the next stage. It's just gonna be like blitzing this whole thing. Really, it's really easy. You know, it's the first 2 stages of Origins, so it's gonna be easy. If you guys would like to see me do back to Origins jumpless, I'll do that. But I gotta see what y'all think about it. But right now, I don't know. It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. This was really simple though. The King and Queen section they even changed the way it works a little bit. I don't know if I've never played Origins, but in the back to Origins, instead of like finishing through a level exit, you have to collect the last 10 to finish the stage. It's pretty cool. So instead of like just traveling to the end, you collect the thing. And this, I just skipped it because like I'm flying through the whole stage, so like I got through it. Now on to the musical desert. This is like the King or Queen section. Damn, I'm already like, I'm already halfway through my stuff. Not halfway, but like, I had only 3 stages unlocked. I had that flying one, the one I just did, and the grass and this one. So yeah, I didn't have a lot. So it's so lucky that I even had those available. If not, I would have had like going for scraps. But yeah, so just collecting these last few guys, and then the last King and Queen section, and then I think it's just after this is the end. I'm not sure. Maybe my thing will pop up in a second. But then I thought I could run up that wall. It looked like I could run up. Oh yeah, it's just one left. Just one left. I thought it was more than one. But now I gotta do my trick again. Like why do I have to do the trick in the old one? Come on, bruh. Kill those last 2 birds and unlock the last tenny. And then I actually did end up having to go to one of Barbara's stages because I did not have enough. I think I was short maybe just 1, like exactly 1. So at this point of the video, I'm at 259 tens. So I'm just completing this real quick, and then I'm going to the final stage. Easy mission. And now this is the stuff that I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. Now I know what I said at the beginning of the video. I know I said I'm not gonna complain, but this stage deserves it. You don't understand. Who said this was a good idea? Look at this. I have to jump. I have to jump. This nigga right here, public enemy number 1. He's my biggest op. He is the 4th op. Devs, what are you doing, bruh? You gotta show some love to the non-jump niggas. 2 back to back? Look at this. 1, right? That's 1. There's another one right here. That's 2, right? You have to jump down here because they're too fast. You could probably skip this one. But then 3, and then guess what? Right again after 4. Are you serious? Are you serious? Now, that may not be that bad, right? Maybe, we'll do 5 jumps. We'll add 5 jumps to the total. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. But now we get to the dragon section, right? Right after we fall down this little hole, right? After we get to the bottom, right? Watch this. We do the dragon section. Not only do you have to be really fast, right? So I do my little roll strat. You gotta jump right here. No, my bad, not here. Jump right here. That's number 6. Then we have to jump here. That's number 7. Then we have to jump here. That's number 8. So our new grand total is maybe around 20 jumps. Then we have to jump 3 more times in the final boss. Oh my goodness. I think our new total right now is 23 jumps. I can't believe it. I think our total for jumping in the no jump challenge is, for the minimum jump challenge, is 23 jumps. Man, that sucks. They really did me in on the last few stages. Pause. They did me in on the last few stages, bruh. Like these junks sucked. Look at this. The final jump replacement save. Not jump placement. The final jump save. Saves. Had to do it twice. Try to make me jump 2 more times. Get that nice 25. No. But anyways, we destroyed the boss. With the boss actually took me a few tries. I feel like I got lucky there. I don't know, but like the boss, he was kind of difficult without jumping. I couldn't just dodge like I wanted to. I even called in the player 2 for like a defense thing. But finally, we can finish the game. Unfortunately, we did not succeed without jumping, but the good news is we beat the game. We were able to go for without, what is it? That's 20. I don't know how many stages in the game, but we was able to clear a bunch of stages with only 23 jumps. That's an accomplishment, honestly. Like even though, yeah, I would have loved to do it with 0 jumps. Maybe if I have, maybe you guys could figure it out for me. But man, I can't do this no more. 23 jumps is good enough though. But yeah, I think other than that, might have to, if you guys want to see more, like, subscribe, comment. If you want to see me do the origins levels, I'm down to do those also. But with that, hope you liked it. I'll see you guys in the next video, and make sure you show your support down below. Share it, do whatever you gotta do. This is crafting. I'm out of here.